Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation. This is Roleplayer, which is more or less what if you took the character creation of Dungeons & Dragons and then you just expanded it out into the entire game. That was just the whole game was making the best possible RPG character. Well, that is what Roleplayer is here today. It's based on a real board game, but there's a new digital interpretation that we're going to be playing here today. Very excited. I always like the character creation aspect of Dungeons & Dragons. It feels like more often than not, you just create your character, you only get like one session in anyways before they get scrapped. So hey, might as well just do this part, right? Dragonkin, we will guide you through the first solo game. All right, so let's start with a tutorial here as we go on in. Setup phase, you will choose your class, confirm your alignment and backstory, and place your initial dice. Welcome to Roleplayer, where you will compete to create the best role-playing character. All starts with choosing your class. Each class gives you special ability and target goal for your attributes. Okay, so it looks like I don't know if we will get to choose later what we want to be for a class, but we are a Dragonkin. We get +2 strength, -2 dex. I'm sure that'll be something. You are a... I guess... I have no idea what that symbol means. I'm a hexagon player, okay? I'm a hexagon main in D&D. Choose your class. Your class determines how you score your attributes. So I don't know what the difference is between these right now, so let's just go, would I rather be a cleric or a paladin? If your alignment marker is on the 3-star space at the start of a round, gain a gold. I mean, let's say yes. Backstory and alignment. You can earn additional reputation points by completing your backstory and alignment goals. You will learn about those at the start, or during the first game. Let's start. Okay, so we are a protector. We got, I guess, randomized an alignment and a backstory here. It looks like we are kind of a neutral good. Is that what we've got here? Or something? I can't quite tell if it's supposed to be like we're here, or if we're more so here. But you still have no memory of anything prior to waking up in the ditch 5 years ago, bloodied and beaten with the word traitor magically burned into your chest. It's time to look for answers. So that is our randomized character backstory there, I assume randomized. All right. As a part of the setup, you will draw your starting dice and place them on your character attribute slots. During the setup, you can place your dice freely, but keep in mind you will have to fill the attribute rows from left to right in order to confirm your placement. Number of dice drawn in setup is based off of the number of players in the game. Okay. All right, so what do we got here? Place dice in attribute rows. They can place in any attribute row. Must be placed in the leftmost empty space. So why... Okay. What do we... I mean, what do we want to do with that, per se? Like, we want to... I mean, do I just want to have myself in this slot? I don't know. I'm a paladin. What is it you would like, Mr. Paladin Man? Do we just put him in and then just... Oh, we're looking for... I see. Can I take these back at this point? It does not look like I can... Oh! I can put them somewhere else. So we are looking to fulfill a star requirement. I see here. So this is 2 out of 17. It might be too small to pick up in the video here. We also have all of these items to worry about in the future here. But it looks like we are trying to hit 17 for strength. Seems to be our desire. Like, we can't, though. We will not be able to at a base yet. Let's see. What is our lowest requirements? And we'll put, like, our kind of lower dice in for that. This one, I don't know if there's a way I can, like, just get rid of it entirely. I also don't know what these symbols are. We'll just have to figure out over time here. But since we're looking for a pretty high requirement on those, I feel like maybe something like this. 3 out of 16 to... Oh, so this is looking for exactly 17. The ideal, if like we get 3 points or whatever, we get exactly 17. Because these ones are within a range, and these ones are, you must get higher than 14. All right. You know what? I'm going to just hope that it's not going to matter too much. It's not giving me specifics about what I should, be looking for yet, but we will see. Roll your initiative dice. Reorder the initiative dice with the same values. Step 1, roll the dice. You won't be able to undo this action. Optional, you can re-roll dice with the same value. Okay. All right, so preview state, we can do a little bit of a roll. There are no dice that can be reordered. Okay. I'm assuming I'm going to just hold on to these for now. Place an initiative die into the attribute row, and then take the associated attribute action and activate your skills. Ah, okay, so that's like, if I put a die in here, we activate the action in that row. So whatever this means right here. It looks like if we put something in the strength die, we can flip over a die, like a 1 can turn into a 6, probably. I say dicey dungeon styles, but you know, it's in a bunch of stuff. But choose a die from the dice pool and place it into one of your attribute rows. If you choose a die with a gold coin underneath, you'll also get a gold coin. So we only get to pick one? Is that what it is? I'm afraid if I put in the 6 here... Okay, so if I make it to the end, I get a gold coin as well. Gotcha. Take the strength attribute action. When you place a die in an attribute row, you can activate a special ability. It has to be done immediately after placing the die, but you can always refuse. Each row has a different ability. Follow the instructions on the bottom of the screen to use it. Choose any die on your character sheet and turn it onto the opposite side. Has to be on the character sheet. So I guess I'll do that. I'll turn that 1 into a 6. Nice enough. You turn a 1 into a 6, 2 into a 5. Yeah, so you're literally, like, you're quite literally flipping over a die. Often you can just be like, subtract it. I don't know how to say it. Like, it's the opposite version of it. So, like, you know, 2 into 5. I don't really know how to phrase it properly. You flip the number in its relation to 6, if that makes sense. I don't know. You don't really need to know, though. This guide will tell you exactly what it means. 1 turns into 6 and vice versa. 2 into 5, vice versa. 3 into 4, vice versa. It's yeah. All right, so now we have... Do we have 7 gold? It looks like we sure do. So can we, like... Weapon cards give you permanent abilities with no need for activation. Every weapon has 1 or more hand icons indicating how many hands you need to use it. Every character has 2 hands, so you'll need to discard a weapon of your choice if you breach the limit. Okay. All right, can I buy this now, or am I going to have to, like, wait? It looks like I might have to... Okay. Now is the market phase. You can either buy or discard a card from the market, activate your skills, or choose an exhausted skill to refresh. I don't think I have any skills right now, right? Do I? During the market phase, you can buy a card from the market or discard it for 2 coins. Number of cards in the market depends on the number of players in the game. Also depends on the number of players... Wait. Also depending on the number of players, some cards have been randomly discarded before the game even began. Okay. So this has been trashed, apparently? Did I trash it? +1 star for set. Part of the leather set. Ah, so the more of the leather boots you have, the higher score you would get. But +1 for the set if worn by a purple or black class. So apparently we are a white class. That is what we're doing here. When scoring attribute goals, +2 or -2 value to any single attribute score. When scoring your attribute goals... Okay. So at the end, I can give, I'm assuming on every single one, I'll be able to do +2 or -2 exactly on every single one of these here. So if I put in, like, for example, another, I would need to put in, like, a 3. I could put in a 1, and then I technically could possibly be fine at the end with Courageous. So I could put in a 1 and then add 2 to it, and we'd be at that nice 7. I'll go for it. Trait cards usually give you reputation stars if their condition is met at the end of the game. When you buy them from the market, your alignment will move as the arrow on the card indicates. Oh, okay. So our alignment moves upwards. So that's good. I think we're in the middle. We want to move upwards. As a paladin, we want our alignment to be good. We'll get more points at the end of the game if we have a good alignment. When you buy the card from the market, your alignment moves as the arrow says. However, unlike activating skills, you can buy a trait even if your alignment cannot move in a given direction. Okay. I'll happily buy that. So we've moved up. We're in the perfect... At the end, if we have this exact alignment, if we don't move in any direction over the course of the game at this point, then we get 3 extra stars at the end here. I don't know what the backstory's about. How do we meet our backstory? Any card purchased from the market goes into your inventory at the bottom of the screen. There's 4 types of cards: skills, traits, armors, and weapons. Okay. Why does this say Dragonkin? When scoring attribute goals. So it said activate. Do I need to actually? I think we're on to the next phase. When scoring attribute goals. Am I doing that right now? I don't know what. All right. Well, here we go. We're back at it again. Roll the initiative dice. Reorder the initiative dice with the same values. Great. Okay. So let's think here. If I take the 4, I obviously get the coin. I could go up to 18 here, but that's not going to be good. We don't want it. We can't -2 our way into that. No dice can be reordered. Say finish on that. Place initiative die in an attribute row. Can I see what the skills are? In the solo game, some cards get trashed to simulate other players buying them. Gotcha. When you choose a high-value die from the pool, you increase the chances of a card getting trashed before you get the chance to buy it. Choose the leftmost die to make sure you get the first pick. Or take your chances by taking one of the other dice. You can see all the trash cards in the trash pile of the tab. Gotcha. All right, so basically, if I could try and, like, I mean, could I do 6? I'd go up to 20, and then I can't -2 my way down, though, to get to the desired goal. That being said, like, one thing I wish I could do is I wish I could hover over these right here and see what exactly they do. I could probably deduce it. This is quite literally, it's got to just be literally switch a die's place with another one. This has got to be add 1 or subtract 1. This one is, I got to assume it must mean completely re-roll a die of your choice. This, I would imagine, is actually an alignment move, right? That must mean you get the choice to move your alignment in probably one direction of your choice. And this is clearly going to be -1 price to one of the things in the shop. Okay, all right. So what are we working with here? What do we got? Dedicated, loyal, honest. These are all traits. I like the concept at the end we can really get a gauge for what our character is. You get the full backstory, everything like that. This is the one thing I definitely don't know is what's the backstory? How do I get the backstory points? That one I don't know. I'm sure it probably told me at some point, but I wish I could have refreshed it. All right. I have to do the dice thing right now, but I was trying to figure out if we should mess with something else. If I subtract 1 here, for example, and I go down to 13, is it more realistic that I get something? I don't know. I want to use the 4. That's what I would like to do. I would like to find a good spot to use the 4. I could put it here, and then just up it to a 5. I don't hate that. Each attribute row has a goal you need to reach if you want to score points for it. At the end of the game, there will be 3 dice in each row. Their sum determines your success in completing each attribute goal. Okay. Take any die in your character sheet, increase or decrease the value by 1. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy enough to do that for now, right? I'm happy enough to do that. All right. So now we can go to the next phase, which I imagine is going to be the buy phase. I'm very curious about this. So we can't score this unless we have these all filled out. But the question is, like, if you're going for this end goal thing here, why would you want to be scoring it anyways, right? Why would you want to be scoring it unless you're meeting the goal? I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a reason. All right, so that's been trashed. We have $6. Gain 2 stars if you have at least 1 weapon card, 1 skill card, 2 trait cards, and 1 armor card. I definitely don't. That moves my alignment to the left, which I don't think I want. Honest. Gain 3 stars for each column in your character sheet with 4 or more dice of the same color. Oh, God. Oh, God, that's tricky. 4 or more dice of the same color. You know, let me buy it and see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Because that's more or less just random. We got to find the column. I don't know. We could put down something like, if we utilize this, the dexterity one, we could try and shuffle things into place better. Like we could, I don't know, what would I want in this column? I'm not sure. Can't wait for the comments that are like, he's taking too long to think about making his character. It's the whole game. That's the whole game, dude. It's the whole game. I'm excited for it. I like this. It's relaxing. It's really, really relaxing to me. All right, there are no dice that can be reordered. Gotcha. Great. So if we take this 5, that would probably be kind of nice. We get the gold. It's pretty high. It's in the middle. +1 for set. Is this the set? By that, is that what you mean? No, that wouldn't make sense. There's another one of those. Gain +1 star for every skill card you have. I don't have any skill cards right now. I don't know if I particularly care about any of those things in the shop at the moment. But do I? Well, you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe what it is like the second you do this, that row gets shuffled. I wouldn't like that, though. Yeah. Alternatively, I could put down the yellow here, a yellow 6, nice and clean. Somewhere in this row, that could actually be really good for us. We could do it in the reroll one of the 3s. It's not a bad idea, I don't think. I don't want to put it here. We'll go overboard. We could also just, like, say who cares about honest. I feel like we've got a lot of time to put a 3 here, right? Like, we have so much time to put a 3 here, don't we? Like, we want to try and get 4 yellow dice in this column. You know what? We'll do this. When choosing a gold die... Oh! Gold dice give you 2 coins. Okay. So that's better than going for the extra 1 gold anyways. I will re-roll. Let's re-roll a... Let's re-roll the green. What do we got? Down to a 2. Okay, so you can... Oh! That's nice. You can have it be the original value if you'd like. I would like to. Because that's in the dex column, so that's already a -2, man. Buy or discard card from the market... Can I buy a card from the top? I'm curious. I don't really want to... If I get this, I'm moving over to the left. I'm not sure if I particularly care about any of this. Going for the leather gloves is not the worst, I suppose. Because it's just... It gives you an extra bonus if you happen to be those classes. But So do we have to pick one? It's sort of looking like it's making us... This is the dice bag. Initiative dice are drawn from here. Open this any time. See how many left. Can be useful near the end of the game if you're looking for a specific die to complete your backstory. Is that what this is? This is the backstory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what that was, right? That's what that was. Gotcha. That makes sense too because it has that little bookmark thing. I knew I remembered seeing this layout somewhere. That was in the beginning. So it's literally just, if I get one of these, I get the backstory. Gotcha. When is the game, like, forced over? I guess is an important factor to consider. Armor cards give you reputation or stars, depending on how many cards in the set you've collected. If there's a bonus, there's also a bonus reputation if your armor set is designated for your character. I feel like... Oh, you gain the 2 coins. All right, that's great. You've earned 2 coins for discarding a card from the market. I thought it was like you have to pay to re-roll it, more or less. And I was like, that doesn't seem that great. That seems very expensive. You can see all discarded cards by selecting the discarded card in the market. I don't really care right now. Thank you. Gotcha. Ooh. A golden die. All right. Let's think about this, though. I wish we had a golden die in this column. That would be such a clean swap over. Is there anything that's really looking for a 4? If I put this here, we automatically get this one, but it's also such an easy requirement. We only get 1 star, so it's not that exciting. We could put a 2 and do a 2 swap. To put another blue in that column, potentially getting us closer towards the 3 stars. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't love that. I don't hate that. What's one that's not going to be too difficult to get? Honestly, maybe we put this here and we literally swap it left. It feels very silly. Some attribute slots. Oh, have a target color. That makes sense. That makes sense. Gotcha. That's why they're that way. These slots are important for completing your backstory. If you match the backstory slots with the dice of the same color, you get the reputation points at the end of the game. Gotcha. That makes so much sense. That makes a lot of sense. So now I very much want to swap these two. That's like such a good play, like god tier play. You'd swear I planned it. Because that fills out this character slot with blue, fills this one out with purple, and it gets us closer to lining up the 4 in the column of the same color for honest. Holy crap. Absolutely godly play. Okay, here's our first actual skill. Increase the... Ooh! This game is good. This game is good. Whoa, dude. This is my jam incarnate. This is absolutely my jam incarnate. Buy or discard card for the arcade, choose a skill. So, yeah, that's the thing. Now we could potentially get some skills in there and get a little bit spicy with it. Decrease the face value. This would move our alignment down, but I imagine we can get it just back up in the future. Increase the face value of 1 die on your character of your class color. I've not rolled a single white die. That being said, it's more likely that we will start to be seeing white die soon, I guess. Because, you know, we haven't used any. And these ones, it looks like the ones we put here are permanently there, so they're out of our dice bag. They're gone. They're out of our dice bag. Gain 2 stars if either your intelligence or wisdom attribute score is 8 or less. I mean, we could do that. It's not the worst. We could do that and neglect to care about the perfect limit on this. But this one's so easy to get. It's 16. It's either 16 or 17. That's not that hard. If this said Dex, I would take it in a heartbeat. If this said, yeah, like, if your Dex is under 8, I would do it, and I would cry tears of joy. But I don't think that's it. Decrease the face value... Wait, decrease the face value of 1 die on your character sheet by 1 and gain 2 gold. That's kind of interesting. That puts our alignment down. It's a little bit sketchy, but we could probably get it back up in the future. It's taking a risk, but we could. The thing is... reducing the value of a die by 1 can be very good for us. Like, reducing something down to a 1 and then flipping it is as good as increasing it by 4. You know, obviously it takes 2 things to do so, but that's pretty interesting. On top of the fact that we get gold, that's really nice. That being said, cure wounds feels doable. I'm actually at a loss. There's a lot of good options here. I just got to think long term. You know what? I'm going to move a little bit away from the expectations of my class. We're going to throw a little wrench in this system. I know I'm a paladin pickpocket. It does obviously move our alignment down, but hey, as long as you move back up, it's going to be fine. All right, skill cards give you special ability when activated. Each skill activation moves your alignment. Ooh, if your alignment can't move in that direction, you cannot activate the skill. Oh, I wish I could buy both so bad. I hope that stays. I don't think it does. Okay. All right. I didn't think that it was every single time. That's not as good. But the good news is we haven't quite done it yet. All right. We could, if we put the 1 here, we could put, so, but then we can never use that again? Is that accurate? Oh, we can never use that again, because you can't, like, remove a die, as far as I'm aware. Maybe that's the end of the game. Maybe the end of the game is when all of the slots are filled up. Oh, boy. It's not looking good for getting 4 purples in this row. 4 gold is doable. Do we want a 4 here? It's not the worst. Let's look at what's in the market. Maybe we want to reduce the cost of something. When any player discards a card from the market, gain a gold. Maybe. When selecting an initiative die with gold on it, gain an additional gold. 2 stars for every one of your attribute scores that's 5 or less. It's interesting. It also moves our alignment to the right, though. I don't think I want that. I think I like the idea of, well, I could move myself to the left and then we move it to the right. We're getting to the point where we might actually want to say yes on that. So, like, it's just as good to have Reckless and have these under 5. Because then we can have these be really, really low. Like, Dex is going to be under 5 without even trying. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. If you've made a mistake, you can always... Why are you saying this now? Hey. You can always start over. Just select the reset turn button on the left side of the screen. Keep in mind, if you reveal new information, roll dice, draw a card from the market, you cannot reset that action. I am going to move my alignment to the left. Because we want to do that, finish, and then I'm going to buy Reckless afterwards. Because that will move me back over to the right. And then we don't have to worry about getting Dex into the star range, because we get just as much for having Reckless. We get just as much for having Reckless. It's not too big of a deal. We can also use Courageous at the end to apparently... When scoring attribute goals, I'm curious about the activate aspect of that. Like, I would think that this would be an at the end of the game thing. Okay. To any single attribute score. So can we do that, what, once a turn? Do we really need it on the Dex? I feel like maybe not. I feel like let's put it on the Charisma then, if I only do get 1. Oh, okay. So yeah, it is only on 1. But we can choose what it is on any single attribute score. That makes sense. I mean, the phrasing is not, it's not wrong. There's a lot to take in. The phrasing's not incorrect. All right. Place initiative die on an attribute row, take associated action. So this is currently at 0. Needs to be under 5. I could put in the 5. Wait, is it 5 or less? That is 5 or less. I could do that. This has already reached the goal. We could do this and then not care about that row anymore. When you place a die in the Charisma row, you get a discount token for purchasing Marcus cards. Discount is valid for only this turn only, so your Charisma die... Wait, so time your Charisma die placements when you intend to purchase a card in the marketplace. I mean, sure. But I'll tell you what, I do want these chain leggings. Obnoxious. Ooh. When scoring attribute goals, how do I... At the end? So basically it just means at the end of the game, theoretically. Pretend that there's +1 value on all dice. That's kind of sketchy. That you'd really have to pay attention to that early, probably. 2 stars for every attribute row with attribute row with 3 of the same color die. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I'm going to definitely go for the chained armor. No! If we really wanted to pick first, we would have had to take the one on the left. And we should have. Why did I not do the 4? Oh, yeah, because we got more money. Blinded by greed. We should have gone for the 4 and gone for the chain leggings. Oh, shoot. I've still not seen a single white die. What's up with this? Okay, well. Truth be told, I don't think I want Jeweled Dagger. And Obnoxious is just not going to do anything. Let's just discard here. Well, I found the red die. All right, I'm looking for a... Oh, there we go. There's a red 3. Compassionate lets us move up, so we could pickpocket once even, and then Compassionate up. Gain 2 stars if your character sheet has dice of all 7 possible colors. I mean, doable. Before or after selecting an initiative die, flip all dice in the dice pool to the opposite sides and then reorder them. I mean, this is just such a good idea. When you complete an attribute row, you get a coin as a reward. Cool. Do I want to take this action? I could flip this down. 12. This one's so doable. This one's so doable, I'm not worried about it. But this has the -2 right now. If we do that, then we can... If we flip this down, we can take our -2 from Courageous and put it on something else. Like we can -2 this instead, for example. That being said, I would like to get this one, so maybe, I don't know. God, there's so much we can do. We could do alignment down. We could decrease the face value of one of them by 1. I don't hate that. This one we're gonna complete, but it's almost like, why do I want to complete it? Maybe I should start flipping those. If I complete it, I get less than if I just did Reckless, because for these ones that are 1 star. So we want to really tunnel vision in on the things that we really like. The Dex one is almost going to need our positive from Courageous at this point. Because, like, no, at the same point, we might as well just not. So, it's really not too big of a deal. 2 out of 5. Yeah, that's just fine. That's fine, so that's a 2. We'll keep that there. This is at 5. I'd like to probably get this one higher. This one should definitely be lower. There's no reason to be going for that one. We'll try and go for flips or rerolls on it, I guess. We could pickpocket, lower it by 5, or lower it down to 5. But I like the idea of maybe waiting, going for a reroll. Maybe we could do... Set 4, 7. God, this is tight. This is tight. We're really getting to the end of it. Can't do anything with those. I think that's fine. I'm just wondering if I should pickpocket and then go for Compassionate afterwards, because I can do that. Like, what would I subtract right now? The Dex is such an easy one to, I think, to get, but, like, it's at 4 right now. Maybe we do want to reduce it more. Just really make sure we stick it down there. We get the extra money on top of it. We'll go for the next phase. We will... Skill is exhausted. We'll buy this. All right, so we're back up to the ideal one there. So if this is exhausted, does it just... You may choose one exhausted skill to have refresh for next round. Gotcha. Gotcha. So I'm looking for... I guess I'm just looking for a white die, aren't I? And then I get my my Compassionate one. It's a little sketchy. So this is the gray. This has got to be the gray. So what are we at for the backstory? We're currently at 1, 2, 3. That would put us up to getting 3 stars. I think that's worth it. And then we can try and figure out how to get there. Yeah. You've now... wait, you've completed an attribute row. You can see if you've achieved a target goal. Okay. Yeah. Do I want to... I don't want to move. Unless... No, probably not, right? I doubt it. Unless we pickpocketed first. Could we have pickpocketed first? I don't think we could have pickpocketed first. If we could have, then I should have. If we could have, then I should have. Let's find out. Can I pickpocket first? I can. Okay. All right, so what do we want to reduce? If I put the 4 there, there's no way that I'm getting this under 5, which is probably fine. Probably fine. I'd rather put down the 1 to get my backstory up. That gives me a +2 anyways. So the 2 that I lose from potentially doing this, I immediately do get back from the backstory. Constitution's going to be awkward. I don't know. I might be able to get to the 15 on that. I might. Constitution's very, very awkward. The Dex, it's a little awkward. I'm slightly worried about Charisma, I guess. I don't know if we're, like, we want to be under 5. I don't know if it's going to matter. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. We can just put a 1 thing there. Oy. We have no more flips. We can do a reroll. We could put down the 1 right here. We could do a reroll on that. We might be able to get it completed. We could complete the backstory as well. Oh my god, man, there's a lot. Just drop that there for good measure. And I'll tell you what, let's do this. Take the action. Reroll this, please, oh god. Let's go. Or wait. Do we want that? Let's not go? Do we want the 1? Is it possible? Is it going to be possible to get the 6s in there? I don't know. We might want to do a shuffle. If we do a shuffle to move a 6 into a category that is hurting. What could we do that for? Good question. I mean, this is just that this is no man's land. I'm almost like, should I just make sure that I get 1 star out of it as opposed to this? Like, I don't know. I have too many columns that I need to move too many numbers on. Like, do I just accept that I'm going to get 1 star from this and move on and say I'm at least happy I got the backstory out of it? I guess let's do that. I don't love it. I don't love that at all, but hey, I think it's fine. All right, where are we at? Where are we at with Courageous? What is it currently on right now? It's currently on that for -2. Oh. Well, there's no point, really. There's no point, really, for that. For... This is at a 7. We might want to +2 this. Or... Because I want to fill up that slot. So, it's almost like this should just be a +2. So we can hopefully... finagle this up. Like, if I put a black 6 in there, and I only need a +1 something, it's not that bad. I also should have... I got to make sure that I put the black die in there so we move our alignment back up before the end of the game, whenever that is. I don't know when that is, man. I'll just do that. We can always change it. All right, so the good news is we can buy this. It's ours. This is tempting, though. Exchange 1 die on your character sheet with a new die with the same face value. I mean, that's fun. But I'm going to buy this and really hope that more show up. So we got 1 armor in the chain set. Yeesh. Obviously, I'm going to go for that. Finally, a white die. I think we have to take it. I think we have to take it, and then we can -1 in this column. Unless I try and... I could re-roll it, and I could try and go for the 17. But it's a 17 exact. It's not 17 or above. It's 17 exact. So, like, let's imagine. We re-roll this. We're really running out of space. I feel like I have to just take the L. I feel like I have to take the L and make that a 5. But we'll see. I put another 1 here and shuffle that down one more time. It's my assumption at this moment, at the very least. We could also move the -2 to that if we need to. All of that is doable. I don't want to pickpocket again. I can't really do that. And get away with it. We still have the wisdom, and we can move up. Proud. Greedy. These all move me down so far, and I only have 1 guaranteed. I only have 1 guaranteed move up left in the wisdom, so I don't know if I can take a negative downside. Oh, I really want to. But like that would put us at a -3. Focused is irrelevant. No, it's not irrelevant. I could end up putting a 2 here. Oh, but that's not going to work. Oh my god, there's so much that I'm trying to juggle here. It's crazy. Also, I don't really want to be to the left. That's almost as bad as moving down. Not really, but almost, because it's still going to mean I have to go to 2 locations over. I'm going to scrap. And since there's not like another player here that I'm actually going against specifically, I'm not too worried. Okay. Not quite the roll I wanted to see. What do we got? After placing a die in the final space of an attribute row, you may take an attribute action an additional time. Ooh! It's a 2-handed weapon. We don't have a weapon, so it's totally fine to take that. I can't go for the downsides. I can't right now. Before or after selecting an initiative die, exchange 1 die in your character sheet with 1 in the dice pool. Ooh, that's spicy, but I can't really take that. I don't feel like I have enough locations to necessarily mess with that. The longbow is nice, and like, I think that's the way to go. I will have to do my dice pool business first. I could put something here. I could put the die here and then move up because we still have the shuffle. We could move it over. Like, I don't think I'm... What's the likelihood that I'm honestly going to get 4 reds in this column too? Like, it's probably not going to be greens at this point. It would be slightly more likely to be reds. There's a chance that I could do that. I put this here. I move my alignment up. You know what I'm saying? And then we hopefully get to do the shuffle, but I'm a little scared about that. But all of the other ones, I'm more likely to want to have happen twice right now. So I'm going to do it with a little bit of a frown. With a little bit of a frown, and I hope that I can complete my full backstory. Because I am going to buy this longbow. I'm not going to pickpocket. Okay, so I had 2 hands available, so I could go for it. Anything else we're missing here? So we're under 5 or under, 5 or under, 5 or under. Obviously, this was a 3-star, so it would be more valuable to get it maxed out, but I think we have to just, you know, we kind of just have to accept where we're at, man. That being said, I can probably get something going with this. In fact, I could swap this 1, 6, right? 6, 6, 1, no. I don't know, kind of. It sort of works. It sort of works. But then I'd have to still +1 somewhere else. Holy moly. What are we at? What phase are we at? Oh, there is a world where we do get the 5s here. Yeah, as we're getting to the end, things are really not how I would like. Get an additional star for every two dice of your class color. Don't really want that. It is interesting how many things want us to move down. Yeah, the closer you get to the end, the more, like, suboptimal plays keep happening. Because you kind of just... It's just kind of where you're at this point. Like, I'd like to put the 5 here to get the oh, man. 7. It's almost like I put down the 1 and just smile. Like, I put down the white 1 and -1 over here, I guess. I don't like it. No, there we go. 5, we can take it again. I think I would like to take the action again. How realistic is this? Can I give a +1? No. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know. Dicey Dungeons rules, you know. I feel like I'm out of luck here for really getting another good, like, truly good one. Maybe we do like a +1 over here. See if we can maybe make that happen. But yeah, we can shuffle these, which I think will be worth doing. Man, if we had an ability that let us, like, do a good deed, that'd be fantastic. I think we'll probably end up not doing anything here. Chain Tunic. Oh, we want that. All right. So, yeah, we obviously want to do some shuffling. We can shuffle twice. Oh, boy. The further to the left it is... The further to the left it is, the more likely we are to get the Chain Tunic, which is what I would really like. So... Do I put down the green one just to guarantee it? Guarantee we get to pick the Chain Tunic first, probably. We could put it here. We could shuffle this and that. We get the full 6 backstory. This is no longer in a good spot. But I'm sure we can find a good... You know what? I'm just going to start doing it. I've decided. Think now, act later. Right? That doesn't make sense. Yes, I would like to take an additional action. This is only 1 away, so we could do a... I don't want to replace this because then we lose our gold bonus. Maybe we do this. I don't hate that. We get our 1 star there because we're not going to be able to shuffle anything else out. We get our 2 stars from the Reckless. 2-star Reckless, 2-star Reckless, 2-star Reckless, 2 stars, 1 star, 3 stars. So every column is giving us 1 of the bonuses. Obviously, I wish Constitution was going to be a little bit better for us there, but I'm just fine with it. What about Courageous? What are we at with this? This is currently a +2. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's the play. Ideally, we roll a 1 next turn. Or find a way to get a 1. Okay. All right, we on to the buy phase. Easy buy. Please give me a 1. Papa wants a 1! Oh, beans. Like, do I just take the coins then? Does it matter? So yeah, we get 2 for this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any way we can shuffle this to really work. We needed a 1, but I think it's fine. It's fine. Do just take the blue for the probably just take the blue for the extra money. Who cares, really? I don't know. No, we take this so we can buy the chain necklace. Let's just say that. All right. That gives us 4 stars from that, and I assume we're done. Activate abilities one last time if we want. I don't want. Unless I don't think that there's any reason to... Yeah, we get +2 on this, or I could get +2 on this, like by going like that. I literally just have to pick between the 2. I'd rather have this one. Feels fun. Feels fun to do it that way. All right, we made our character. I'm a luminary. No true hero. No true hero. I'm quite happy with it, though. This is just a relaxing game, though. That was just such a pleasant time. I'm a neutral good protector. Okay, we got our 3 out of 3 on that. We got our 6 out of 6 on backstory. We were a dragonkin paladin that was honest, reckless, compassionate, and courageous. He was also a bit of a pickpocket from time to time, and he used a longbow in a half-completed chain set. It's a fun way to like make a randomized little character too. God, that's so cool. Also, there's a pass and play mode. I'm sure that you could play like with Steam Remote Play, everything like that. But yeah, I love this. I actually love this game. This is so nice. Like, obviously, it's very, very board game deck builder inspired because it was one, and it shines through. But it's so well adapted digitally. It seems like this is a nice way to play. I imagine the board game is quite similar. Difference being, maybe having multiplayer bots, stuff like that. I know they said that there's going to be an update at some point soon that adds... Here, let me check. Let me just pause, and then I'll get what I'm talking about straight. Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw the developer mention that over the next few months, there's going to be cross-platform online multiplayer. So that is going to be quite nice. There is no, like, AI or anything like that. It's one of those games where what would AI really do? So, like, there was only one complaint on this game, is looking for other AI players. And I feel like the thing is, it doesn't actually mean much to have another one. Like, would it be a good addition? Yes. Do I think it absolutely needs AI players for single player? I don't. Like, the kind of backlash you get for greeting on your dice, you might lose the item you want from the shop. That more or less does everything you need from a multiplayer experience with solo. I think that going for the score chase of getting the, 38 stars, they're going to be adding a Hall of Heroes type thing, so you can have, a personal best specific thing to look forward to beating, try and beat your best heroes, everything like that. But, yeah, it's just, a relaxing, nice experience. I think you know if it's going to be for you. I'm sure some people will need some kind of more, I need something to fight, I need... enemy, everything like that. And it's like, yeah, sure. I don't think it's needed in this game. And I think that the multiplayer, the fact that it has pass and play, and the fact that over the next few months they're going to be adding cross-platform multiplayer, I feel like that's everything you need out of this game, truly. And I think this is great. I will definitely play more of this by myself. I don't know if I will play more on like a stream or YouTube video or something like that, let me know in the comment section down below. But I think this game is fantastic. It's such a good interpretation of a board game into a digital format here. Just really, really, really enjoyable. Very nice. Last thing, but we're watching though. Check out the channel. I cover indie games every single day. If you like this game, if you like kind of this sort of dice management aspect focused games, I will not miss any. Let me tell you that. I am an absolute sucker for dice and dice management and strategy with dice, anything like that. Oh my god, if there's a new digital game like that, I'm going for it. I'm a sucker for board games, and I'm an absolute double sucker for a very good digital interpretation of a real board game. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. This game is great. Pick it up. Link is going to be at the top of the description. Let me see what we got here. Yeah. It's just good game. Link at the top of the description. Go pick it up for yourself. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Check out the channel. Indie some more every single day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.